Hello viewers, this is Muhammad Sajad, a doctorate student at IPN. This video is a part of my social service. As per instructions, I will be slower as well as clear for the better understanding. So let's talk about the main topic of this video. I'll be explaining the type of salts, but before explaining type of salts, I will like to introduce what are the salts basically. In general, salts are the neutralized product between acid and base. So if we talk about KOH, that is base, and HCl, that is an acid, so when they will react, there will be a complete neutralization reaction between acid and base, and the resulting product will be salt and water. So here water is a byproduct and salt is our main product. So the salt will be KCl, that is K come from the base, that is a positive radical from base, and Cl came from acid, that is a negative radical. So other product is our water. So let's talk about the type of salts. So basically there are 6 types of salts. First one is neutral, we can also call it normal salts. Second one is acidic, third one is basic, fourth one is double, fifth one is mixed, and sixth one is complex salts. So here in this video I'm gonna decode each and every type in detail so that you can understand it well. So let's talk about the normal salts. So normal salts are basically complete neutralized product between acid and base. So for an instance, KCl and HCl react with each other. They will form the complete neutralized product, that is KCl, and as I aforementioned, K came from base, that is positive radical, and Cl came from acid, that is negative radical, and the other byproduct is water. So let's talk about the effect of this solution on litmus paper. So basically we have 2 types of litmus papers. Either it could be a red litmus paper or it could be a blue litmus paper. So when we dip these both type of litmus papers into the solution, there will be no color change on the litmus paper. As this is a neutralized product, which means their pH is 7, so they won't affect the litmus paper at any case. So this is how we can check with the help of litmus paper, but we can also check the pH by digital pH meter. pH of this solution will be around 7, and that is called neutral. And as we know, the pH, if the pH of any solution is more than 7, which means it's a base or basic solution, and if the pH is below 7, which means it's an acidic solution. So let's talk about another type, that is acidic salts. So basically acidic salts results from the incomplete neutralization reaction between acid and base. So if we have sulfuric acid as an example, and base could be like KOH. So if we have a reaction between these two reactants, the resulting product will be KHSO4. So here in the example we can see that we still have a replaceable H positive ion into the salt. So that's why we are calling it acidic salt. And the other byproduct that we have is water. So If we want to check the pH of this solution, as I aforementioned that acidic solution have the pH range from 0 to 6. If we dip the blue litmus paper into the solution, the color of the litmus paper will turn into red. So that's an indication of acidic salt or acidic solution. So we can also convert this acidic salt further into the normal or neutral salt. How we can convert this? By having another mole of base. Like if we have another mole of KOH solution, then if we have the reaction between KHSO4, that is acidic salt, and KOH, that is a base, so the resulting product will be K2SO4, that is neutral salt, and the other byproduct will be as usual water. So if we talk about the third type of salts, which is also called basic salts. So for an instance, if we have any polyhydroxy base and we want to have a reaction with any acid, so in that case our main product, which is called the salt, will match into the product. Like Al, OH thrice, like aluminum trihydroxide, and it's react with the KCl, that is our acid. Resulting product will be AlOH twice Cl, that is our basic salt. Why this is basic salt, as I aforementioned, we still have replaceable OH ions here into the basic salt. And as usual, we can also convert this basic salt into normal or neutral salts by having 2 more moles of acid. So if we want to convert this basic salt into the normal, or we should have to react with 2 further moles of acid. So in that case, the resulting product will be neutral salt at the end, as we having the complete neutralization reaction between basic salt and the acid. So if we talk about the effect of the litmus paper on that kind of solution, so if we have the red litmus paper, it will turn into blue, indication of base or basic solution, and the pH will be more than 7, like it won't be 7, it won't be less than 7, so it will lie between 8 to 14. So let's talk about the fourth type of salts, which is double salts. As the name indicates, double mean two. So for instance, if we have two salts, like this is salt A and this is salt B, the conditions should be both should be normal or neutral salts, first condition. Second condition, both should be saturated solutions, and the third condition is both should be equimolar. Like if the salt A, that is a neutral salt or double salt, has 2 mole, salt B should also have 2 moles. If this salt has a 1 mole, this also should have a 1 mole. So when we will mix together both these two salts, the resulting product will be a double salt. So here the positive and the negative species will have their respective tests. Like negative species will give their own test, positive species will give their own test, as their individual characters will be retained, not they will destroy each other. About the fifth type of salts, that is called mixed salts. So as the name indicates, the mixed salts should have two like it should have more than one positive or more than one negative species. For instance, if we talk about the bleaching powder, that is also called calcium oxychlorochloride. So here Ca is a 2 positive charge species, and OCl, that is called oxychloro, that is a negative 1, and Cl, that is called chloro, which is also 1. So here we can see two negative species are in the salt. So one is oxychloro, that is a negative 1, and other is the chloride, that is also negative 1. So two negative species and one positive species. So that's why we are salt. So let's talk about the sixth type of, that is our last type of salts, that is called complex salt. Basically complex salt should have one species in complex form and other in the simple form. Like cation could be a complex, or anion should be simple, and the vice versa. Like anion should be complex and cation could be a simple. So in that case, when we dissociate this kind of salt, this will produce two kind of products. One will be a complex species and other will be a simple species. So that's why we are calling it complex salt. So you can see the examples on the screen to have the better understanding about the complex salts. And if you have any questions, do ask in the comment section. I will be happy to answer your queries. Till then, Allah Hafiz. Thank you very much.